The stars are out in Hollywood as Los Angeles plays host to the 72nd Golden Globe Awards tonight. But first, the NBA sets the table with some stars of their own. D-Wade, Chris Bosh, CP3, and Blake Griffin all take center stage at the Staples Center as the LA Clippers play host to the Miami Heat. It's Sunday afternoon basketball, and you'll see it all next.
Griffin, Paul, Griffin, boom! Oh, thrown down by Wade.
It is a Sunday afternoon in Hollywood. Oh, the iconic Hollywood sign. Never gets old to see that. On the night of the Golden Globes, talk about timing. It's good timing. Miami Heat would like to take home the award of the much-needed win category. They'll have to earn it against one of the most dynamic teams in the NBA. It's the Miami Heat visiting the Los Angeles Clippers right here on Sunsports. John making their way in there to the Staples Center. Lil Dang and the gang. UD.
He's got that lumberjack look tonight.
Best lumberjack in a film. D-Wade. Dave Holcomb in the back. Chris Bosh wears his sunglasses in day and night. He's got some
Hollywood cool.
Hollywood cool.
On a cool but comfortable Sunday afternoon in Los Angeles, the Miami Heat play game number 2 of this 5-game journey to the West. And another road test awaits against the talented Clippers who beat the Heat in Miami by 17 back on the 20th of November. With the Los Angeles Clippers and the Miami Heat. Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports, proudly presented by AT&T Uverse. Good afternoon, the Heat Nation. Credit to Big Mr. Upside, Hassan Whiteside.
First thing he did was make that steal. He made that score on the tap. He rebounded the ball. Coach Spolster put him in as the first sub tonight, which hasn't happened yet until tonight. And then the team defense picked up. They were guarding the rim. We talked about not allowing easy baskets in the lane area at the launching pad. Forced them into jump shots, forced them into one shot.
5 different players with 2 or more offensive rebounds, which is great. We're going to see Whiteside doing his thing, and he had 5 offensive rebounds alone. He had 16 overall, so a great job of pursuit and persistence. You see here after the shot block, when you're getting second chance opportunities, you're going to have obviously the opportunity to get more looks and better looks around the basket. 8 assists, which is outstanding. Most NBA teams, if they can get to 20, they're very happy. So that was great ball movement. You see the penetration was the source of most of these assists, driving and kicking. Wade doing an outstanding job of leading the team. He had 10 assists, drawing the defense constantly. Look at the inside-outside kick action there with Bosh absorbing the defense and kicking out for the open 3. Again, Wade operating. He just is such a magnet for the defense that if you can get to an open area, he has the ability to find you. And then when you're making steals and able to get out in the break, obviously it makes the ball movement pretty easy. 2-on-1 opportunity. Just an outstanding job overall.
You know, Eric and Tony talked about this may have been the best performance for Miami this season. When you look at these numbers, you see why. You see the season averages on the right, John, then what they did today, significantly better in a lot of key categories.
And be able to score opportunistically at the rim, and he's filling those gaps. Huge game with 23 points. Look at the way he gets on top of the rim. They can throw the ball up. His teammates are getting accustomed to the fact that if they put it anywhere near the basket, he can go up and get it with that 7-foot length and athleticism. He's got a real vision to be ready and hands to be able to catch and finish. Catching that tight pass inside from Dang. Did a very good job of getting points in the paint and then altering shots. Look at the block here and keeping it in bounds so the Heat can get out into the fast break and really make the Clippers pay. I love now his ability to score.
Was that Kareem
around the basket
in LA?
Now look at the left hand right here, big fella. He's got to continue to work on that post game, but around the basket, he's finding ways to use that length to score. I love the fact that he had his second career double-double, and he's just making an impact on both sides of the floor. With him and either Blake Griffin or DeAndre Jordan, and he was outstanding. I mean, he made shots. He went inside with the turnaround jumper, shooting over top of Griffin, who's super athletic. When Griffin tried to help off, particularly on Wade, he got to the open area and made shots. Look at his ability here to read the defense, helping off. taking what they give him. And I loved his aggressiveness going to the basket with these turnaround jump shots. And he's getting the ball into an area where he's comfortable, which is that mid-range area. It's very difficult to double team there, too. And look at the fadeaway, getting inside to about 10 feet. Just beautiful basketball from Chris Bosh. Nice strong finish going to the rim. Got on the glass too. Was super aggressive there with a couple of offensive rebounds. Just a tremendous overall production game from him. Couple threes, 13 of 20. He needs to shoot that many shots, in my opinion, regularly well, and he doesn't always do that. Sometimes he'll, maybe take a back seat. He needs to get that many shots up for the Heat to be successful.
Swinging on the rim to landing right in the Sunsports winner's circle. We give him a perfect 10 as he lands right next to Jason Jackson.
We like meeting side by side like this, particularly at the ends of games. First of all, when did you know, if at all, until maybe Coach told you that you would be starting the second half and being able to surge your energy and effort in the winning effort?
I didn't know until like the last 40 seconds into the third quarter. Birdman and Coach came up to me and told me I would start the third quarter.
All in all, when you're going in, particularly at this stage where everybody knows what you can do, and as Eric and Tony talked about during the game, and now that there's some tape on you, what are you trying to inject that you're being so successful and consistently providing?
I mean, I came in, I got a chip on my shoulder. I mean, every team in the NBA said no to me. So, especially this team, I couldn't even get a training camp invite. The Clippers thought it was a good idea. Doc said no. I tried to get a workout here. Doc said no. So I'm gonna always just come in with a chip on my shoulder. So
and a D weight on your shoulder too, which isn't terrible as well. But listen,
it's that D weight on your shoulders too.
Now listen, it's good to have a motivation to sustain this though, and to continue to grow and continue to develop. How do you want to continue to push this story and this journey?
Just keep building. I mean, never settle and just keep building on it.
Congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Yep.
It's a 2-for-1 situation as the man who had 23 and 16 rolls that way. We have Chris Bosh, who's joining us now. It's nice, first of all, thank you for waiting. It's nice to, as you debut Tall Justice 2, to come out to Los Angeles and start with a victory. Yeah. From the 16-point loss and the way it went down in Portland to the work that you guys did yesterday to today, what was the most impactful thing that led to victory?
Well, I think just the attitude and the approach that we had to today's game. We had a chip on our shoulder. And, no matter what the circumstance, we came out and we played hard, but we executed at the same time. And that's pretty much what it's going to take if we want to win basketball games.
That third quarter mentality. Coach yesterday talked about not getting into that here we go again dynamic. You had it at 11, it went down to 6, but then this time you guys surged it to 15. What was different?
Well, I mean, Coach kept saying do something different. And, he was right. Whatever we were doing before, we kept doing it through last Thursday, and it just wasn't working for us. So whether it's your mental attitude, whether it's the hustle out there on the court, running on defense, getting back on offense, whatever it takes, we felt we had to do something different. And we knew that because whatever we were doing wasn't good enough. So I'm glad to see guys just change their attitude, and this is a big win for us.
Before I let you run, just your view of the young fellow Whiteside and how he's really surged and used, as you noted a little bit earlier, a chip on his shoulder of not having the easy way into the NBA to kind of really fuel his mentality and effort.
Yeah, I mean, he can get a lot more aggressive to me. I always want more from him. I just see the ability and the things that he can bring to this team and the things he's brought to this team. And I want him to continue to improve and get better. But, he's fitting right in. He's playing, just excellent basketball, and he's not trying to do too much. That's the best part about it.
Hooray for Hollywood, and good day to you.
Yeah, man, good day.
That is Chris Bosh. Number 1 in your heart, number 1 in the program. 34 points, 7 rebounds, hitting 13 of his 20 offerings. And he is happy to have another bigot alongside, helping the Heat to victory. Stay right there. More coming up here on Sunsports.
Once again, 104-90, the Heat with the win. If you'd like to catch tonight's game again, maybe you were watching some football, well, that's all right. Tune in tonight at midnight or tomorrow at noon. We replay all of tonight's action presented by your South Florida Honda dealers. This has been a presentation of Sun Sports, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. My partner, John Crotty, the one and only Jason Jackson, Eric Reed, and the coach, Tony Fiorentino. I'm Will Manso saying thanks so much for watching. We leave you now with the final take.